It was believed in the early days of social media that the internet would become a very powerful democratizing force in connecting communities across the globe. So we have seen, Me Too, the Time's Up movement, but also in relation to gay, lesbian, trans communities, the development of really supportive online networks with no geographical boundaries. And that's, in relation to queer sexuality, that's become really important in countries which have repressive laws, and also for people living in isolated communities. So in regional Australia, for argument's sake, online communities based around sexual difference or sexual orientation are an example of where that kind of global village has worked in the creation of supportive communities. It also was argued that it would be easier for people to engage in authentic discourse because online communities removed power imbalances. So we no longer had to deal with things such as the appearance of the other person, their race, their class, their gender. We were all anonymous online, and that would help reduce the power imbalances that come with our inbuilt prejudices and allow a more authentic, a more open, and more honest form of communication. And also, the relatively cheap cost of digital media would make it easier for everyone to communicate. So there was the belief, the hope of almost universal internet connection eventually in allowing us all to be connected. In the early days of the internet. And of course, it hasn't played out like that in reality.